tired of running for shade? And aren't you tired of being hustled and played? And aren't we all tired of crying about how hard it is to be black in America, even if it looks like we've got it made? But freedom has its limits, so here we are, tear-streaked and salt-stained faces. Traces of trauma and pain lace our DNA like our black pride is cut and laced with self-hate, and we still think it's dope. Just like the music we're programmed to celebrate. Can you tell me the fate of the people who consciously take the bait and embrace the very traits placed upon them by their captors who by design are inclined to keep them believing they're second rates? I'll wait. What's good? Yes, I got the flower in my hair. Today's my daughter's birthday. She put the flower there, so I'm rocking it. What? It's a beautiful day here in Atlanta. I just wanted to shout out and just spread some love and some good cheer. And you know, life is out here lifing, right? For me and for everybody else. But just wanted to remind you, as I remind myself, that no matter what's going on, there's always a reason to smile. Like if you just take a minute to stop and take stock, I guarantee you can find at least one reason to smile. And if for some reason you can't find a reason to smile, then that's probably the best time to be the reason for somebody else to smile. So, find a smile for yourself and be a reason for someone else to smile. That's all I got. Find a smile for yourself and be a reason for someone.
On July 20th, 2025, the world of entertainment was rocked with devastating news. Malcolm-Jamal Warner, best known for his iconic role as Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show, had died at just 54 years old. This wasn't some wild rumor or clickbait headline. It was the real deal. Fans were stunned, heartbroken, and searching for answers. And he was on a relaxing vacation in Costa Rica with his wife and daughter when tragedy struck. Reports from the Costa Rican Red Cross and local investigators revealed he drowned at Pia Grande in Cahuita, located in the Limon province. Warner had been swimming with his daughter when a deadly rip current pulled him away from shore. One of those sneaky ocean dangers that looked calm on the surface, but can drag you out with terrifying force. Rescuers moved fast once they got the call, but the current was relentless. Witnesses said the beach didn't seem dangerous at first glance, just peaceful waves. But underneath, the pull was vicious. Paramedics tried everything to bring him back after he was pulled from the water, but it was too late. He was pronounced dead shortly after reaching shore.
To be true, but realized wasn't.
Well, as one of the main opponents of the Illuminati, I always wanted to know what information they had that we didn't.
Now we finally have an update on the drowning death of Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Now, according to ABC7, they stated that Malcolm-Jamal Warner had drowned while he was on vacation in Costa Rica. Now, the article goes on to say that Warner had drowned off the coast of Costa Rica on Sunday.
Life, it's fragile, and in the blink of an eye,
You never know.
you never know. So speaking of legacy, what do you hope that your legacy is going to be?
There is part of me that I will be able to leave this earth, knowing and people knowing that I was a good person. I've spent, so much of the early part of my life listening to, being celebrated on one hand, but paying way too much attention to the naysaying.
These are the first things we saw when we pulled up to the beach. Signs in Spanish and English warning people about potentially hazardous conditions. This sign even giving a roadmap for how to escape a rip current.
The local autopsy confirmed it was an accidental drowning. No drugs, no alcohol, no suspicious activity, just a tragic twist of fate. Warner was simply trying to enjoy a quiet moment with his family, and in an instant, everything changed. A devastating loss for millions who grew up watching him. Based on two early timelines, Malcolm-Jamal Warner stepped into the water sometime around mid-morning. He was chill, all smiles, soaking in the moment. His family was even snapping pics, just a regular beach day, until everything flipped in the blink of an eye. What started lighthearted turned into a nightmare that nobody could have seen coming. Once the news hit the internet, confusion spread like wildfire. Fans couldn't believe it. Some even thought it was another fake celebrity death story, the kind that pops up way too often. But this time, it was real. The confirmations came fast. Local authorities in Costa Rica released official statements. Major outlets like NBC News, E! News, and Variety all confirmed the heartbreaking truth. There was no denying it. Malcolm-Jamal Warner was gone. At this point, there's still no word from the family about any funeral or memorial details. While some online posts claim there will be a service at Stute's funeral home in Alabama, the funeral home hasn't made any public statement or confirmed anything. Until Warner's family or someone officially connected to them speaks up, all those rumors stay unverified. What is crystal clear? The man left a major impact. His death hit the entertainment world hard and fast. Within just hours, tributes started flooding in from actors, musicians, producers, and friends who had worked with him over the years. Angela Bassett, who knew Warner deeply, called him a special soul and a lifelong friend. The grief was raw, real, and everywhere. She said his heart, his music, and his realness left a lasting impact on everyone lucky enough to meet him. Even Bill Cosby, now 87 years old, broke his silence with a rare handwritten note shared online. In it, he didn't just talk about Warner's work on The Cosby Show, he got personal. Cosby remembered how Warner used to play with his own son Enos, who was tragically killed back in 1997. Cosby wrote, "I'm numb. I've lost a son all over again." That line hit people hard. The Tracee Ellis Ross, who starred with Warner and read between the lines, opened up too. She said she was devastated, adding, "Losing Malcolm feels like losing a piece of my early television life." She called him kind, smart, and the kind of actor who poured everything into every single scene. Actress Viola Davis shared her heartbreak on Instagram, posting, "We lost our brother, the quiet one, the deep thinker, the one who made you feel safe and heard." She said Malcolm didn't just act, he embodied dignity. Jeffrey Owens, another Cosby Show alum, gave a touching tribute that had fans in tears. He said he was the glue for many of us. When things got quiet in the room, he brought calm. When things got loud, he brought perspective. That was the kind of presence Malcolm had. Big names like Courtney B. Vance, Adam Sandler, Shanetta Renee Wilson, and more joined the wave of tributes. Sandler even reminisced about the late 80s, saying they were both young and hustling side by side in the comedy scene. Adam Sandler said Malcolm was that guy backstage, the one always reading real books while everyone else joked around. "We used to call him the philosopher," he said. Shanetta Renee Wilson dropped a gut punch of a confession that she had recently thought about reaching out to Malcolm, but didn't. "I should have sent that message. I'll never get to know." That hit different. A tough reminder for everyone. Don't wait to tell people you care. But the tribute that truly shook the internet? Beyoncé. She cleared the homepage of her official website and replaced it with a black and white photo of Malcolm. No words, no links, just that image. The kind of move she's only ever done for legends like Kobe Bryant and Tina Turner. It was a quiet, massive show of respect. And Malcolm wasn't just an actor. He was a beast in the music world, too. Most people didn't even realize he was an award-winning bass guitarist and spoken word artist. In 2015, he won a Grammy for Best Traditional R&B Performance for Jesus Children with Robert Glasper and Lala Hathaway. That's right, he had range. He toured constantly, using his music to speak truth and spark thought. His shows weren't just for vibes, they came with a message. On screen, he kept evolving too. He played Dr. A.J. Austin on The Resident, popped up in American Horror Story, Suits, and even in 9/11. He stayed relevant, real, and always true to his craft. Malcolm-Jamal Warner proved time and time again that his talent never faded. It evolved. He moved effortlessly between drama and comedy, always adding heart, depth, and truth to every role he took on. This isn't just the loss of a childhood star. It's the loss of a real-deal artist, a man who grew with his craft, stayed sharp, and never stopped creating. As of now, Warner's family hasn't spoken out. No press release, no posts, no interviews. And honestly, that silence makes sense. He was a private person, and it looks like his loved ones are choosing to grieve quietly without the noise of the spotlight. No cameras, no pressure, just space to mourn. But while the family stays silent, fans have stepped in to speak loud and clear with love. Social media and tribute pages are packed with old clips from The Cosby Show, music performances, podcasts, throwbacks, and rare footage from his spoken word sets in tiny clubs. The internet's turned into a full-on museum of his life and legacy. Still, a lot of questions are hanging in the air. Will there be a public memorial? Will the family eventually say something? Could Hollywood organize a big tribute event? So far, nothing's confirmed. But one thing is confirmed. This loss is real, deeply real. Malcolm's presence won't just be missed on TV screens or Spotify playlists. It'll be missed in the culture, in the vibe he once filled with meaning. Fans are being warned to steer clear of fake headlines, shady fundraisers, and unverified info until the family officially speaks up. Let's give them that respect. The real way to honor Malcolm-Jamal Warner? Dive back into his work. Watch the shows, play the music, and feel the words. Because this man didn't just act, he spoke through his art. He moved low-key, but his impact was loud. He started young, blew up as Theo Huxtable, but never let fame define him. He grew into his purpose with grace, power, and focus. He stayed away from the drama. No scandals, no clout chasing, just a steady grind. That focus helped him build a legacy that now stands stronger than ever. Theo wasn't just a role. He became a symbol. Malcolm turned that into a decades-long career filled with meaning, a respected figure in Black entertainment, education, and even activism. Off-screen, he mentored quietly. No flashy headlines, just real love and guidance. A true family man who kept his circle tight and his business private. We still don't know when or where the final farewell will happen. But one thing is for sure, Malcolm-Jamal Warner is gone, and the world feels a little dimmer without him. His journey didn't end on a soundstage or red carpet. It ended in the calm waters of Coweta, Costa Rica, away from the noise, away from the spotlight, and maybe that piece was what he always wanted. Not about hype, all about the heart. Rest in power, Malcolm-Jamal Warner. You were never just a character. We saw the real one every time you showed up. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Drop your thoughts below. How did Malcolm's work impact you? Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.